Alright, so today we're at Canaveral National Seashore, but I wanted to tell you about a video that my brother, the Combustion Gamer, has put together about SeaWorld and the new things that are happening there. So the next voice you will hear will be his. So enjoy.
Alrighty everyone, and welcome back to Ant on the Move, and I am Bear the Combustion Gamer. That's right, I'm here talking about SeaWorld Orlando and Project Penguin. Now we all know that Project Penguin supposedly is going to be in the front of the park, right beside Bayside Stadium, and also cattywampus to the park entrance. So what's going on with Project Penguin? Well, here's a simple thing that you need to know. Project Penguin, that front area in the park, often used for the Christmas celebration where you're able to get yourself seasonal hot chocolates and merch, that area already has a permit for demolition. That's right, so this permit does expire in July. So they're going to have to start work pretty soon. So it could be delayed, but that is when demolition is supposed to begin. They do have that permit, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But this area is a pretty good chunky size, so what could possibly be going into this area? Well, first let's look back on what SeaWorld has done. So in 2013, SeaWorld made a humongous drop of concept art and possible plans. Obviously, we've seen this as the major park overhaul in this particular sketch right here. So major changes to the park were expected way back in 2013. What is interesting to note though is that almost all of these so far are on schedule. So you can see in this particular piece of concept art, you can see Infinity Falls, Sesame Street, and you can even see Mako. All three of those rides were already planned and already came to be. Also, you had other concept art which predicted Kraken Unleashed, so that has already been added to the park as well. So a lot of different pieces of the park coming together, and it looks like they are really starting to get some building done. Obviously, we have Icebreaker, which is set to open later this year. Possibly really soon, who knows, hopefully, definitely a lot of people wanting to try and ride it, so that's going to be fun. Also cool to see how well it performs, see how many people like it and stuff. It's going to be cool to see. But we got this area over here by the park which isn't used. Now obviously you had the seasonal vendors that I spoke about earlier. Now this area was usually used for the Seven Seas Food Festival, but throughout the food festival this area has been completely closed off. All the vendors have found new homes around the left side of the park as you're entering. So all over there by Shamu Stadium, Wild Arctic, Infinity Falls, Mako, etc. All of the food vendors have been moved into that central left side of the park. So what is going on? Honestly, I think that SeaWorld might be delaying Project Penguin just a bit, but I also think that they're trying to see, can we do all of these vendors, can we do all of these setups in the park and not in the specific seasonal area that we usually use for Christmas. I think that is what they're trying to troubleshoot, and I'd say it's worked pretty good. The only thing I see that hasn't worked well is with large crowds, which there has been humongous crowds, even with after the pandemic stuff, as they've continued to get their percentage higher up. It definitely seems like the crowds are very large, but with these booths in the way, in the middle of the paths, it does make things kind of log jam, so it's kind of unhelpful. But other than that, I think it's been a pretty good success. But as we've seen, SeaWorld has been doing pretty good. In fact, according to the different stock stuff that I've seen, because I have been researching SeaWorld stock, kind of looking into it, most of the people are saying that SeaWorld stock could potentially beat Disney percentage growth wise, and they already did in 2020, but also through 2021. So good chance that SeaWorld is doing a lot better than, yes, the big mouse, Disney. So what does that mean? Does that mean that SeaWorld is recovering? Hopefully so, but it's still going to be kind of hard to know for sure what all is going on. But here's some other rides that could potentially be going into Project Penguin. Now we do have the Rescue Coaster, the Rescue Jet Ski Coaster. Obviously that is in San Antonio. Possibility of moving that to the other parks as well, but you don't really know. Don't know for sure, but definitely that could potentially be coming. We also have this concept art here as well, which shows the underwater dolphin rescue ride, which I must say, I love the SUV car. Thing looks awesome. I'd definitely try and ride that, so that's cool. And you also have the rumors of a wing coaster. And yes, B&M, I believe I've said that correctly, the manufacturers of some very cool coasters just happen to have some coaster parts being manufactured and in stock, and they are labeled for a wing coaster. So yes, wing coaster could potentially be coming to SeaWorld. Honestly, from a guy who used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, that coaster is pretty cool. So I definitely like that. So I definitely like to see how that works. And also, as I said, 2013, you see here as well, going back to the original art, there could be some major changes for the entrance of the park. So do we know if all this is coming? Well, obviously it happened in 2013. Obviously you had the Limentary that came out in 2010, which kind of hurt a lot of SeaWorld's plans. Love those conspiracy theorists. But anyways, that's kind of thrown them back on a lot of this stuff, so don't know for sure if we're going to see all of this amazing change to the park. Obviously they wanted to add some more what are known as dark rides, obviously indoor rides, which would be a great idea in wonderful rainy and sunny hot Florida. Definitely a good idea for a lot of the guests, but we don't know if any of that's going to happen. And they also wanted to add a hotel on the premises for special guests to be able to get their hotel room, wake up in the morning, be able to go see a killer whale show. But yeah, we don't know if any of that is still on track or if it is delayed. But it definitely looks like, according to this, as you see, Mako, Sesame Street, Infinity Falls, and this new coaster over here by Bayside Stadium, that they could actually be on track to transform the park the way they showed in this original concept art from 2013. So that would be kind of cool. I'm not sure about the entrance. It seems a little bit too modern for my tastes, but still definitely cool to see. So anyways guys, thanks for watching on Ant on the Move. Hopefully this was encouraging and helpful, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing what could potentially be coming to SeaWorld Orlando, the greatest park on earth, or at least in my opinion. Anyways, it's definitely cool. And so if you happen to stop by SeaWorld Orlando, make sure you check out Mama's Pretzel Kitchen, the best restaurant in the park aside from Voyages, which is really good because they have awesome barbecue ribs. But as I said, get yourself the pretzels because they're awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye.